I'm Sam, and I build intelligence layers for companies selling to higher ed in the United States. Today, I want to show you how a well-enriched CRM, and it has to be clean as well, there's a lot of work with that, but a well-enriched CRM connected to Claude can make it super easy to assign territories in a balanced way if you've got a new rep starting. So this is just sample data for a company that I've made up. It's called Stratus EDU. And this dashboard was produced using Claude with the Salesforce hosted MCP connection, feeding that enriched data into there. So quite a few steps before this, but this is why it's so important that you implement that intelligence layer. So we're working for Stratus EDU. They currently have 2 reps, Jordan and Raya, and we have someone new joining called Raya. And I wish those names weren't quite so similar. Raya is based out of Boston. So Claude first pass, it comes out and it says this is the recommended territory. But before we go into just how we can move these pieces around and get to a point that feels good, there's a few things that matter here. So I only look for this company at public 2 years, private 4 years, and public 4 years. I don't care about private 2 year or less than 2 year. Highly unlikely if you're selling to public 4 year that you're selling to barbering schools. Doesn't really happen. So again, this is why it's gated. This is why the total number of schools here does not sum to the number in iPads. I also don't care about schools with less than 500 FTE, probably because they're too expensive to serve relative to the size. So anyway, we connect all those things up to Claude. As a CRO, you can then come into here and go, okay, so Raya's joining, doesn't quite look balanced enough. So, okay, we're going to assign all these, still moving towards more balanced. Okay, now we're moving away, too much. So we'll put that back as Raya. And what's driving this is we know from the Salesforce information or whatever CRM you're using that they consistently win at a higher rate from Veritextus and Skolmart, again, made up companies. But let's suppose they're who they're winning from. You don't just care about the total FTE, because actually this is the FTE that they could win effectively against. So this is why it becomes so important to have the foundational intelligence layer, just because things that would have taken perhaps a day before now and been done less well, as importantly, now becomes super quick. So you can try out different other scenarios. The recommendation that's driving this, here's some things that it highlights. It also considers the open ops that you might already have. You know, it's always a contentious point when you're assigning a new rep. What happens to those open ops depends on the dynamic between your team, how far along those ops are. But this is what I build intelligence layers, so sales leaders and sales teams can make better decisions faster, and it's pretty amazing to me this is possible. So higher ed intelligence layers, enriched CRM, clean, fed into Claude, a lot of structure behind this, but the things you can do are fairly amazing. If you're interested in this type of thing, drop me a DM. I take on one company every weekend, and this is what I do. So it's a great endpoint.